At First Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
At Allegheny Orthodontic Associates, your smile is our passion and your comfort is our priority. With a patient-centered approach and a history of making healthy, confident smiles, we'll give you the best smile yet. Our friendly, experienced staff is here to walk you through your treatment so that you have the confidence to be excited about the process and the outcome of the work that we do for you. Whether you're here for a first consultation or specialized treatments, we tailor a plan to fit your needs on your schedule.
No matter the season, we're always in full swing. When it comes to cutting-edge orthopedics and sports medicine, Conema Health System is your winning team. This all-star team is scrubbed and ready all year round. Whether you're sidelined by a sports injury, undergoing surgery, or dealing with a traumatic injury, Conema's team will get you back in the game. From life-saving trauma care to advanced orthopedic procedures, we're here to get you back to your best, no matter what life throws your way. Our MVPs, our surgeons, performing at their peak when every second counts. And our playmakers, those who make the valuable assists, our practitioners, our nurses, and our staff, ensuring you get the best care and stay on track toward your optimal recovery. When your health and mobility are on the line, we provide championship-level care because your health is our victory.
Hi guys, how are you?
Experience quality dental care at Family Dental Center. For over 33 years, Dr. John Walker has proudly served the Johnstown area and now welcomes Dr. Jesse Cooper to the practice. Together, they offer gentle, comprehensive care for every member of your family. Bright, confident smiles start here. Call today for your appointment. Family Dental Center, 307 State Street in Southmont.
At the Laurel Auto Group, we're proud to give you more with the Laurel Advantage. Every new and pre-owned vehicle comes with our complimentary lifetime powertrain protection, windshield repair, paintless dent repair, key fob coverage, and now road hazard tire repair. Potholes, nails, unexpected blowouts, we've got you covered. More convenience, more coverage, more reasons to choose the Laurel Auto Group. Visit us at any one of our 7 locations or at laurelautogroup.com.
At Mission Critical Solutions, we're not just about metal. We're about precision, innovation, and excellence. From welding and machining to custom fabrication, our expert team ensures every detail meets the highest standards. What truly sets us apart are our specialty services, expert project management, streamlined supply chain solutions, and rigorous quality engineering. Mission Critical Solutions, where exceptional metalwork meets unparalleled expertise. Transform your vision into reality. Contact us today.
My family has been using Martellus Pharmacy probably about 50 years. My mom got older and got a little bit more confused with her medications, so we would go in and we set up the Medipacks, and they would always make sure they were delivered on time. If she had any questions, she would call Joe and she would say, "What's going on? Why does this pill look different? Why does this pill look smaller?" And he was always willing to answer every question she had.
Defend your ride with Riemann Auto's All-Star Service. From state inspections, tires, brakes, and routine maintenance, Riemann Auto is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Riemann's highly trained mechanics will have you on the road and running safely. Score a winning drive with the top-notch maintenance and repair service. Riemann Auto wishes the Crushers all the best for a successful season.
Did you know that a single program has the potential to transform the way Bishop McCourt Catholic Academy is funded? The Educational Improvement Tax Credit, or EITC program, was designed to give people like you a powerful way to redirect the taxes you already owe into scholarships for our local students. We all have to pay taxes. Let us help you turn yours into something extraordinary. It's simple, it's easy, and it's impactful. Sign up today to turn your tax dollars into scholarships by visiting Redefine's website at www.redefiningeducation.org.
Age your way and stay in the comfort of your home. Get medical care and so much more with the help of Senior Life. We offer customized health plans where seniors can access our life, health, and wellness centers and in-home care service. No out-of-pocket costs for those who qualify. Check your eligibility. Visit seniorlifepa.com. Age your way in your home with Senior Life.
For over a century, Thomas Automotive has been redefining the car buying experience. One person, from start to finish, you'll work with the same person with no transitions or turnovers. Upfront pricing. All of our vehicles are clearly marked with their best upfront price. Commission-free sales team. Our salespeople are not paid on the price you pay. Our team works for you, not a commission. Transparency in everything we do. Buy with confidence, drive with confidence. Thomas Automotive.
For me, being a part of the 6 News team, it's a privilege. It's a responsibility not only to our viewers, but to those who came before us. Always showing up, following leads, getting both sides of the story. It's the foundation of 6 News, knowing we delivered on our promise to you. Coverage you can count on. I'm Jen Johnson. Thanks for choosing 6 News, and thank you for celebrating 75 years of WJAC-TV with us.
My mom is disabled. She walks with a walker, so having the delivery was perfect because it just came straight to her house in a Medipack. I didn't have to worry about her since she's home alone since my dad passed. It was just nice having that delivery. There's no way she could stand in a line at another pharmacy waiting for her prescriptions for over an hour. The Medipack is wonderful because you don't have to worry about forgetting to take your medicine, to take too much medicine. It's just nice knowing that she is still getting her needs and cares taken care of.
It's the right fit for me because it's family run, and you go in there, you're not a stranger. I've been an amputee for 8 years now. It's hard for me to get out. I rely on the delivery, home delivery. I had a blood clot in my amputated leg in the upper part, and I was leaving the hospital, and they called me and said, "We just got a prescription for you." And I said what it was. I said, "I'm going home now." When I got home, they were at my door with my Aliquest.
Your vision of reality. We bring your dream to life.
Good evening, Crusher fans, and welcome to the Crusher Sports Network, streaming live from Sargent Stadium at The Point. It's senior night here at The Point Stadium as we celebrate graduating seniors from both our Crusher baseball team and the Crusher track and field team. Following the honoring of these seniors, we will transition directly into baseball. Tonight's game will feature the home team, your Bishop McCourt Crushers, taking on the visiting Penn Cambria Panthers. Bringing you this evening's action is yours truly, Jeannie Feathers, along with Tim Hornick.
How you
Welcome,
doing, Jeannie?
Tim.
I'm excited to be here.
It's
I think this
always
is my
nice.
first full baseball stream, so a little bit of a tryout here.
Well, you know, baseball's my sport, so if you need help with anything, you let me know.
I dabbled once upon a time, but I never made the cut when it came down to it.
Oh.
But I love the sport. I think it's one of my favorites, and I love how it translates, and it's a great sport to watch and enjoy.
It sure is. It sure is. I think it's really cool tonight. We're going to be honoring not only the baseball team at senior night, but also the track and field team. It's a great environment to have that happen. You know, there's going to be a lot of fans here, and you know, track and field is hard to do a senior night only because there's so many different factions going on. I get very confused at track meets.
Well, and for us, we don't have a track and field facility, so we don't get to host track meets. So
Right.
you'd almost be doubling up with another school. And,
Right.
you know, this is a great stage. We're very fortunate to use Sargent Stadium here at the Point. And, you know, it's a top-notch facility in the area. Kids want to play here. Kids from other schools want to play at this facility. So for them to be honored on this stage, I mean, a lot of them have played on it in another sport. I think it's a great opportunity for them.
This is also, when we have senior nights, I always laugh because, especially in spring sports, with the senior mothers, this is the first time they start crying.
Yeah. There's a lot of tears. And
There's
spring
a lot
sports,
of tears.
Yeah, you're really closing in on those end-of-year events, your end-of-your-career events, that end of high school events. I mean, they have graduation, they have the award ceremonies, things like that, senior night. But, you know, it's the end of your career. You might still have playoffs. You might have things after this. But, you know, this is it. And this is when it gets really real for the kids and the families.
And you know what? While we're watching the baseball team warm up and the seniors get all situated over there to start the walk with their parents, I want to alert people to a couple things that are going on this week in Crusher Land. Starting on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week, the Crusher music department, drama department will be having Cinderella playing at the Guzzi Performing Arts Center. So it's a great opportunity to come out to watch these talented singers and dancers do a lot of great things. You can get tickets in the main office, or you can get them at the door. That again is Thursday, Friday, Saturday starting at 7 o'clock. Tickets, I believe, for the adults are $10, $6 for students, I believe. And it's just a great way to spend a night. And quite honestly, I enjoy going to all the musical productions around the area. It really gives you a good idea of the talent that we have. We had the McCourt Academy spring concert last week.
Yeah.
Tim, you were there.
I was there. We
I
got
was
to
at
see
baseball.
kids featured from second grade the whole way up through 12th grade. The talent was unreal, from singing to the instruments. We added in a little bit of band. We added orchestra, the chorale, obviously. And then this year we've been fortunate enough to have Miss Eden Eric running a dance program for us. So we had students performing as a group. We had students performing solo. The talent was just unbelievable. And, you know, when the Sound of Silence came on, I was thrown for a loop. I did not see that coming. It was awesome.
That's good. That's good. So, yeah, if you're not doing anything, or even if you are, change your plans and come out Thursday, Friday, Saturday to the Guzzi Performing Arts Center and support the wonderful, talented musicians and dancers and singers in the McCourt family as they play Cinderella.
Cinderella. I will be there Thursday night. You have to make it every single year. Like you said, whether it's ours or all of them in the area.
Yep.
The talent is unbelievable. And I give so much credit to those kids. You know, even when you're as talented as they are, to have it in you to put your performances and put your talent out there in front of everyone, that takes a lot of courage and guts and fortitude, and I give all the credit in the world to them. I never would have been able to do it. I was way too self-conscious and shy to put myself on that stage, and I give those kids all the credit in the world. And, you know, that's the best part. You know, there's a lot of God-given talent to them, but they work their tails off to refine it and make it better and better. And why hide that? It's important you share it with the world, and these kids do, and we're lucky to be a part of it and watch it.
Well, we're getting ready to get started here. I see the track team all lined up, and
it's Mr. Donnie Stanton's in action over here right now, so I know we're going to be getting ready. Good evening, ladies.
Features from District 6 AAA with a record of 8-11, the Penn Panthers. And out of District 6 AA with a record of 12-7, our Bishop McCourt Crimson Crushers. And now for the introduction of our senior athletes. Here's Mr. John DeFazio.
Tim, we're going to let Mr. D do the honors of doing the announcing of the seniors going in. So we're going to go silent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin with the members of the Bishop McCourt track and field teams. Grady File. He is the son of Chris and Sarah File from St. Clements Parish. He's been on the track team for 2 years. His favorite memory is playing hacky sack with the team. His advice to underclassmen: work hard even when nobody is watching. He plans to attend Waynesburg University to major in business finance and participate in cross country and track and field. That's Grady File. Sophia Kutzik. Her parents are Bridget and Greg Kutzik, members of St. Benedict's Parish. She has been a member of the track and field team for 4 seasons. Her favorite memory is making it to districts her freshman year for the 4x100. Her advice to underclassmen: to work hard in your event and try your best in every meet. She plans on attending the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown to study nursing. Sophia Kutzik. Sophia O'Connor. She is the daughter of Patrick and Kimberly O'Connor from St. Teresa Parish. This is her first season as a member of the track and field team. Her favorite memory is running the 4x100 at Forest Hill. Her advice to underclassmen is have fun and run fast. She plans on going to Loyola University of Maryland to study biology and to become a doctor. Sophia O'Connor. Richie Hildebrand. His parents are Tyler Hildebrand and Michelle Dunmeyer. He's been on the track team for 4 seasons. His favorite memory is playing hacky sack with the team. His advice to underclassmen: get your miles in and have fun. He plans to attend St. Francis University and play football. Richie Hildebrand. His military is Nate Anderson. This is his first season participating in track and field. His favorite memory is beating the school record for the 4x100. His advice to underclassmen: keep working hard and have fun with your team. His future plans is to become a lifeguard. Mark Pasniak. Josh Spontak. He's accompanied today by Jeremy Spontak and his sister Sky Spontak. He's been a member of the track and field team for 4 seasons. His favorite memory is breaking the school record in the 4x100. His advice to underclassmen, stretch like you mean it and enjoy the moment because it goes fast. His choice of college is undecided, but he plans on playing football. Josh Spontak. It is now time to introduce the senior members of the Bishop McCort High School baseball team. Number 15, Grady Pyle. He is the son of Chris and Sarah Pyle from St. Clements Parish. He is an outfielder. He has been playing baseball in McCort for 4 years, Leonard in 1 year. He has also participated in cross country, basketball, track and field. He's a member of Mini-Thon, SAD, Yearbook Club, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He plans to attend Waynesburg University to participate in cross-country and track and major in business finance. His most memorable baseball experience is winning the District 6 championship in his sophomore year. What he'll remember most about playing for Bishop McCort is playing at PNC Park and all the tennis balls we run. His parting words of wisdom to underclassmen: always look it in. Grady File. Number 2, Jonathan Dalia. He is the son of John and Terry Dalia from Mother Sorrows Parish. He is an infielder and has played baseball for 4 years and lettered in all 4 years. He also played varsity football. He is a member of Education on Vogue and the French Club. He plans to continue his baseball career at the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown to major in civil engineering. His most memorable baseball experience is beating Bishop Carroll in the District 6 championship game. What he'll remember most about playing for Bishop McCort: look it in, son. Parting words of wisdom to underclassmen: take it all in because it goes too fast. Jonathan Dalia. Number 3, Eric Radkowski. He is the son of Matt and Marshall Radkowski from St. Benedict's Parish. He has been a pitcher, infielder, and outfielder, played for 4 years, lettered in all 4 years. He also played basketball and golf. He is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, SAD, National Honor Society, PEP Club, Education on Vogue. He plans to play baseball at Mount Aloysius College, major in biology, pre-dental. His most memorable baseball experience is winning the District 6 championship during his sophomore year. What he'll remember most about playing for Bishop McCort is the playoff runs we made and playing at PNC Park. Parting words of wisdom to underclassmen: always be ready because you never know when your number will get called. Eric Radkowski. Number 4, Daylon Britt. He's the son of Benny and Carolyn Britt, members of Mount Sinai Parish. He has been a pitcher and an infielder. He's played baseball for 3 years, lettered in all 3. He was also a member of the McCort wrestling team. He belongs to Fellowship of Christian Athletes. His choice of college is undecided. He plans to major in exercise kinesiology. His most memorable baseball experience is winning District 6 championship during his sophomore year. What he'll remember most playing about Bishop McCort: Mr. D saying, look it in, son. His parting words of wisdom to underclassmen: enjoy it while it lasts. Time Number 6, Angelo Gallucci. He is the son of David and Daphne Gallucci, members of Emmanuel Baptist. He has been an outfielder, played baseball at Bishop McCourt for 4 years, lettered in 3 of those. He also played football and basketball. He is a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Minithon, SAD, Pep Club, and French Club. He plans to attend Waynesburg University and continue his football career. His major is physical therapy. His most memorable baseball experience, winning District 6 sophomore year and going on a deep state playoff run. What he'll remember most about playing for Bishop McCourt: pay attention to the little details because they matter. Parting words of wisdom to underclassmen. Enjoy every second of the journey. Angelo Gallucci. Number 30, Rocco Fetzko. He is the son of Robert and Kelly Fetzko, members of St. Clement Parish. He is a catcher and infielder. He has played baseball for 4 years, lettered in 2 of those years. He was also members of the football and wrestling teams. He is a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Minithon, SAD, Pep Club, and French Club. He plans to attend Penn West California University and play football to major in exercise science. His most memorable baseball experience is winning the District 6 championship and running tennis balls. What he'll remember most about playing for Bishop McCourt: the state playoff run during sophomore year. His parting words of wisdom to underclassmen: perfect the little details of things because they matter most. Rocco, let's go. The Bishop McCourt family would like to send their best wishes to the members of the baseball and track and field teams, and good luck in the future.
And we are back. Thanks so much to Mr. D. That was great. He does a great job announcing those seniors.
He does, and I know baseball's an absolute tradition being up here and announcing it for him. So, and we were lucky enough to just celebrate him a couple weeks ago as well. So
I know, right? All right. Well, it's almost time to play ball. We got about 5 minutes. Let's do a break from the Crusher Sports Network.
At First Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
At Allegheny Orthodontic Associates, your smile is our passion and your comfort is our priority. With a patient-centered approach and a history of making healthy, confident smiles, we'll give you the best smile yet. Our friendly, experienced staff is here to walk you through your treatment so that you have the confidence to be excited about the process and the outcome of the work that we do for you. Whether you're here for a first consultation or specialized treatments, we tailor a plan to fit your needs on your schedule.
No matter the season, we're always in full swing. When it comes to cutting-edge orthopedics and sports medicine, Conema Health System is your winning team. This all-star team is scrubbed and ready all year round. Whether you're sidelined by a sports injury, undergoing surgery, or dealing with a traumatic injury, Conema's team will get you back in the game. From life-saving trauma care to advanced orthopedic procedures, we're here to get you back to your best, no matter what life throws your way. Our MVPs, our surgeons, performing at their peak when every second counts. And our playmakers, those who make the valuable assists, our practitioners, our nurses, and our staff, ensuring you get the best care and stay on track toward your optimal recovery. When your health and mobility are on the line, we
gentle, comprehensive care for every member of your family. Bright, confident smiles start here. Call today for your appointment. Family Dental Center, 307 State Street in Southmont.
At the Laurel Auto Group, we're proud to give you more with the Laurel Advantage. Every new and pre-owned vehicle comes with our complimentary lifetime powertrain protection, windshield repair, paintless dent repair, key fob coverage, and now road hazard tire repair. Potholes, nails, unexpected blowouts, we've got you covered. More convenience, more coverage, more reasons to choose the Laurel Auto Group. Visit us at any one of our 7 locations or at laurellautogroup.com.
Defend your ride with Riemann Auto's All-Star Service. From state inspections, tires, brakes, and routine maintenance, Riemann Auto is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Riemann's highly trained mechanics will have you on the road and running safely. Score a winning drive with the top-notch maintenance and repair service. Riemann Auto wishes the Crushers all the best for a successful season.
Did you know that a single program has the potential to transform the way Bishop McCourt Catholic Academy is funded? The Educational Improvement Tax Credit, or EITC program, was designed to give people like you a powerful way to redirect the taxes you already owe into scholarships for our local students. We all have to pay taxes. Let us help you turn yours into something extraordinary. It's simple, it's easy, and it's impactful. Sign up today to turn your tax dollars into scholarships by visiting Redefine's website at www.redefiningeducation.org.
And we are back on the Crusher Sports Network. What a wonderful senior night that was for our track and baseball team, huh?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit windy.
Yeah, the
but
balloons
you know what? I got to give the underclassmen mothers a big shout out.
Absolutely.
Who laid
Can't even see
behind
them in the photos. I'm excited to see that. Yeah, we had the angle. You could see them laying there, but
they laid behind the balloons to keep them down, which was awesome. So, and I think that was Mrs. Dugan, and who else is out there?
There's a couple.
I think it was Mrs. Lieb.
Okay.
I think it's Mrs. Lieb.
Well, between Ben Jones's photography and Heather Billows, they're definitely going to, I'm sure we'll be able to angle that out the right way.
Absolutely. So, yeah, this is a really important game here tonight. And, I know that Tim's got a lot of stats and stuff ready to talk about. But so as it stands right now, first round of playoffs is this Friday. And depending on the outcome of this game and maybe other games, I'm not sure. But right now, the Crushers are either going to be first or second in playoffs. So we're hoping with a win tonight that they can get into first place. We definitely have a bye in the first round. So the first game in playoffs will be next Thursday, the 21st, which is a long.
That's a lot of time off.
That's a long time off. But I think that, between Digger and Mr. D, I'm sure that they'll find something for these boys to do.
Well, and you got some good senior leaders we just talked about there that they've been in this situation. A lot of them highlighted sophomore year winning the district title. They had a pretty deep state run that year, so they know what it's like. They know what long seasons are like, even that time off. And then, again, like you said, Digger and Mr. D, legendary coaches. He's had JB by his side for years. Some of the younger coaches that are coming up in Boston and AC, they know what they're doing. They'll keep them busy. They'll do it the right way.
They'll be ready to go next Thursday. Now, from what I understand, Penn Cambria is a AAA team, and they're fighting for a position in playoffs for tonight. So they're anxious for the win tonight. So it's going to be both teams battling on the last game before playoffs start. So
that's it looks like right now they're ranked 10. Central Cambria is at 9. West Shamokin at 8. Number 7 Central, Marion Center 6, and then you go up, and Richland's the top seed there right now. So it's a competitive AAA market right there.
See, so this is an all important game for both teams.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be a
that's
battle.
going to mean Penn Cambria brings that extra little chip. When your back's against the wall, there's a little bit more meaning. But for the Crushers, you want to send your seniors out on their senior night the right way. So both having a little extra play for tonight.
Hey, a little note about the track. Tonight is senior night track as well, and I do want to congratulate the 4x1 team.
Absolutely.
Broke the school record at their last meet. So
I believe it was the class of 2002 that was holding that record. That team went on to the state championship out at Shippensburg and they were a handoff away from taking that gold medal home back in 2002, which, I mean, it's hard to win at any level in any sport, but track and field's a real tough one.
Yeah, so we're real proud of those guys. That would have been Josh Spontak.
Josh Spontak, Bentley Bainey, Marquise Gordon, and Mark Pazniak.
Yes.
Yep.
Look at you with the memory.
I'm a
You're
fan.
Young,
I'm a fan.
You're younger than I am. That's why you can remember all that. Okay, the coaches and the players are done with their little at the mound powwow to talk about all the field dynamics and
That's
what's
a fun
in
one
and
here
what's
at
out.
the point. That's this is a unique ball field for a lot of these teams, and when they don't play here often, you got to get used to it.
Well, and it's a great ball field to play in, but not as good as where we were Saturday at PNC Park. And hopefully anyone out there got a chance to watch the game.
If they didn't, it's still on the network. They can
It
watch
is.
it back.
You can watch it back. But, boy, when you saw some of our guys hitting, holy moly. John D'Elia had a couple long shots, and DJ Lewis was on it too. So it was a really good game for our Crushers. The Trojans did not come out on top, of course, but they played hard the whole way through. It was a really fun time, and what an experience for these young men.
That's a memorable experience. Every single kid, whether it's our program, the Trojans program, you're going to remember that the rest of your life. I can go back in the day. I thought it was a big deal playing at the Point. I thought it was a big deal playing at St. Francis Field, playing at Hershey. So when you're playing on PNC, you're playing where those big leaguers are, those people that when you're a kid, you're dreaming of being one day. I mean, sharing a field with them in that sense, you're going to keep that with you till the end of time. Players heading out. D'Elia at third, Radkowski coming out. Isaiah Lieb doing the catching.
The pitcher,
Nate Denhard on the mound.
Boy, did he have a game last week in Hollidaysburg against Hollidaysburg pitching.
Well, and I know it's senior night. We're really grateful and excited about what these kids have done for us. But these young names that are getting mentioned right now, there's a lot to be excited about with them. Denhard was on the mound. DJ, the things he can do, first base, being a lefty. I know he can throw as well. He's long. There's a lot to be excited about these young guys, and these seniors leave a lasting mark and impact as leaders and set it up on that these guys know how to carry it. So
we're going to go silent as the national anthem is being played. All right, and we are back. Getting ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you please return all foul balls to either dugout.
yeah, it's nice to see the amount of kids that have graduated and have returned tonight. A lot of the underclassmen here to support their seniors, whether it's from the track and field team or the baseball team. But then you got a lot of kids that freshmen, sophomores, or more in college that made the trip back to support their friends. A lot of sibling connection, too, with our alumni to our seniors.
Home plate in between the two press boxes. Snacks, drinks,
Sorry, I was just taking a break to make sure you could hear us.
Yeah, I got the laptop too, so we can check.
Okay,
on there
so one time somebody's like, "Hey, I see the picture, but I don't hear you." So, hey, if you're listening and you see anything that's not right, and you have my numbers, text me and let me know so that we don't miss a beat.
Same here.
All
got
right.
The phone on me. That's my phone went off 1,000 times, but nothing about the stream right now. A lot of track and field day pictures coming in. We had an exciting day at the Elementary World.
Oh, yeah, tell me about
our
it.
East and West campuses celebrated our Spring 26 track and field days. Shout out to Mrs. Langerholt and Mr. Harchick for putting those events on in each campus, and all of our classroom teachers. You know, they do an amazing job helping run every single event, tracking it. But we had a great day. Kids were outside all day. It warmed up just enough, and it was a really, really fun time.
Up to the plate, we have the center fielder, Caden Gibbons.
And Nate Denhard starts it out.
High
Pitch
coming
a
in.
little high. So that puts the count at 2-0. Three and 0 on the first batter here.
This first inning is always a hard one, just to get your footing.
All right, you got to get your footing. You got to find yourself a little bit. And, I mean, they're going to be playing around a little bit, trying to figure out exactly where this umpire strike zone is going to be. A little contact out to left field. Is that they're calling that a fair ball. So that's a trot around the bases there for Penn Cambria. I believe that was, you said, Caden Gibbons. He'll be playing center field for them. Starting out top of the first, 1-0 with the first batter. A lot of baseball to play. That's as a young pitcher. You got any pitcher, you got to shake that off pretty quick.
Designated hitter, Drake Talco.
So that's second up to bat is their designated hitter, Drake Talco, number 10. Lefty hitter, he steps up to the plate.
He is a 6'1" senior.
Nate puts a strike in there right on the edge of that strike zone. Okay, grounder there to second base, easily fielded and tossed over to DJ. One down. Good play, a lot of fundamental movement there. Only 2 pitches that at bat too, so you know that keeps Nate's throwing down. So that's always a good thing too. Especially they're so serious about pitch counts nowadays, the rules and regulations, what you can and can't do. So number 32.
Corbin Vinglish.
Corbin Vinglish.
He's third baseman.
Third baseman, 5'9", 175 sophomore. Vinglish, a big name out there at Penn Cambria. Foul tips that one off, puts the count at 1-1. Coach Bradley with the quick reactions out there. He calls that one a strike right there on the edge of the strike zone. Vinglish thought it was a little bit inside, but that puts the count at 1-2. Nate sets himself
a little high.
High there. Playing around with it. Then we got the count at 2-2. He sends it, and that's low and outside. Good stop by the catcher.
That's a full count.
But you got to give credit to those catchers. That's a tough position, especially as you're getting to know these pitchers.
There
and
we
their movement.
go.
What a pitch by Nate. A little bit of break on it. He couldn't track it. Good job. So that's strike 3. We're going to put 2 outs. And we have, who do we have here coming up?
We have number
bat?
8.
Jace Davison. He's playing shortstop for them.
Chase Davidson.
A right-handed hitter. fouls that one back. I know everybody loses the balls a decent bit at every ballpark, but I don't think anybody in the conference is losing them the way we are. With the Rivers here.
If you were to dredge that river right now, you'd be set with baseballs for the next year. Nice pitch.
Another strike. That puts it 0-2. Counting it bad is in Nate's hands here. 2 out in the top of the first. Penn Cambria is up 1-0. Contact to the left. One hopper to JD. He misfields it. It's all right. Left fielder Grady File making an appearance today. Brings it in. So we got a man on first. 2 outs. Still in a good situation here. Uncharacteristic there by JD, but he'll clean it up. He'll make up for that. And then somebody.
But it took an odd bounce.
Yeah, and then, they come from playing on turf to grass, things like that. So now we have number 23, Aiden Himmer, the catcher, up to bat. Senior. High pitch, 1-0 count. Not a lot of action down there at first base. I don't think you're ever going to see a first base coach as active as JB, though.
No, well, I like his stance.
He's got the stance. He's got his eyes out. He's communicating the whole time.
He's been doing that a long time. He does a great job.
Oh, yeah. Counts 1-1 here for Nate against Aiden Himmer. Little contact out to the gap in right. Right field plays it well, nothing to get by. That is a tough spot to play here. Third, and he holds himself back. Good cut off there by Mason. Good job by DJ. Good job by Nate getting back at home to cut it off and back it up as well. So we have runners at first and third base now. Number 15 coming to the plate. Evan Ladderner, second baseman here. They're going to have a designated runner out there for the first.
That's number 5.
Number 5, we're looking at Braden Foreman pinch running here at first base for the catcher. So runners at first and third. We have 2 outs. Fresh count here against number 15, Evan Ladner, for Nate Tenhart, our pitcher. Nice pitch. Real unsure of himself there as far as the batter went. Contact there.
Yes.
Great job by Mason. Runner
Mason
at first
Dugan.
took off towards second base.
Great
Mason went to
snag.
cover, put his foot in the dirt, changed his direction. He was able to keep that one. Get in the glove and end that inning, and that half of the inning. So great job by Mason there.
You know, he's been playing shortstop really, really well. He's been catching. Very few will get past him.
Yeah, he's got a high ceiling here as a sophomore. Towards that end of his freshman year, coming into his the fall of his sophomore year, he really had a turnaround. Whether it was in the weight room, in the hallways, things like that. His mentality shifted, and he changed how he was doing things. And he's been fantastic to be around as a hard worker, and he's really starting to benefit on the field from it.
You mentioned earlier about the comprising of our roster. Right now we have 6 seniors that are graduating, but boy, that sophomore class is strong on the McCourt roster, and their starting lineup players really.
Yeah, and it kind of reminds you of this senior group whenever they were young too.
Yep.
They were that next man up, that next group, a lot of talent, and a bigger class. These seniors, whether it's boys or girls sports, a lot of them multi-sport athletes: football, basketball, baseball, wrestling, track, golf. So they're out there and they're doing it in every single season, and that helps. That helps our school. It helps the culture in our school. It helps every program grow.
And you know what, you can't not give a good amount of credit to the baseball coaches that we have. We have long-standing, very, very successful baseball coaches with Digger and Mr. D and JB and Boston coming on board and AC. I mean, these are all guys that have lived the sport and have really come up through. And they're the way that they are making this team from freshmen straight up is great.
A lot of dedication to the program by the kids, and then, the coaches, too. We started our junior high program recently. Coach Denhard running that. It helps.
So. Yeah, for sure.
So coming up, senior Jonathan D'Elia, got a right-handed hitter. He's known for his exit velocity. He's known for being a, guy that whenever he makes contact, that ball comes off the bat. Pitcher puts one in the dirt, gives us a 1-0 count to start this at bat. I'm going to call that a strike inside, so that puts the count at 1-1. JD, a senior, off to play baseball at Pitt Johnstown this upcoming school year. Well, JD, he kind of bit at that one for a second, but held off, so we're going to have a 2-1 count.
It was low and inside.
He makes contact, sends that one up in the air to right field. Came off the inside there. So he'll come back to the dugout, one down here in the bottom of the first for us.
Second baseman, senior Eric.
Senior second baseman Eric Radkowski coming in. Older brother playing at UPJ right now.
Eric's going to be continuing his athletic and academic career at the Mounts.
I believe, playing baseball as well. Eric with great contact on that first pitch. Center fielder centers himself underneath it, though. One of those things in baseball, sometimes it seems like the ball just finds the players.
Yep.
So we got batting third right now. We have sophomore number 3, Isaiah Lieb, coming up. Left-handed hitter. He settles in. Ball low, so we're going to have a 1-0 count here. Strike there for him, so that's 1-1 count. I believe that's number 11, Brady Jones, still pitching for Penn Cambria. Started it off. Ball in the dirt gives us a 2-1 count for Isaiah. Nate Denhard sticks on deck. Good attempt at framing it there by the catcher, but no luck. That's a 3-1 count. So Isaiah in control here in the batter's box. And he takes that ball 4, walk, trots down to first base. That's a good job by him. And we're sending out a designated runner for our catcher, pinch runner here. Number 22, Nick Siphon, freshman.
Pitcher.
I'll tell you what, you have to give our coaches credit for their base running coaching. I mean, every single year, year in and year out, it seems like some of the times we win games, it's because of how well they're coached to base run. It sets us apart from other teams. Nate takes a strike looking there. Number 11, our pitcher, Nate Denhard, up to bat here. Contact there to left. He sits it to the third baseman, one hopped, and that takes him off the bag, so he's going to be safe. Great job running it out there. So now he helps himself out there a little bit as the pitcher. We have 2 down in the bottom of the first, men on first and second.
First baseman.
With first baseman, freshman, number 18, DJ Lewis up
Boy,
to bat.
he was hitting the ball Saturday. Got a
Like
wide
I said earlier,
stance.
that kid's got a high ceiling. That's a ball, wild pitch, bounces, hits off the catcher's head. Coach Boston Bradley there at third holds them up. Both runners advance, though, so we have runners at second and third.
Can you turn your phone up higher?
Okay, we get a little bit of movement there. DJ watches that one. That puts the count at 1-1.
1-1.
See if DJ can put together a little two-out magic for us here in the bottom of the first inning. Oh, a little bit of a frame job there by the catcher, I think. But, you know, no one has a better angle than the ump. So you got to give it to Blue, I guess. But looked a little low. That puts the count at 1-2 for DJ. And DJ swings. He goes down, leaving 2 on base there in the bottom of the first.
Let's do a quick break from the Crusher Sports Network.
Here at the 5th Local Ale House and Eatery, we're proud to support Bishop McCourt Catholic High School athletics. From football and basketball to baseball and every sport in between, we're cheering on the Crushers this season and beyond. Stop by the 5th for great food, craft beers, cocktails, and a welcoming atmosphere, perfect for friends and family. From our house to yours, the 5th Local Ale House and Eatery wishes the Bishop McCourt Crushers a successful season. Go Crushers!
For me, being a part of the 6 News team, it's a privilege. It's a responsibility not only to our viewers, but to those who came before us. Always showing up, following leads, getting both sides of the story. It's the foundation of 6 News, knowing we delivered on our promise to you. Coverage you can count on. I'm Jen Johnson. Thanks for choosing 6 News, and thank you for celebrating 75 years of WJAC TV with us.
And we're back here for the top of the second. Crushers down 1-0. Nate Denhard sends a pitch in, and we get a strike there. So counts 0-1 for pitcher Nate Denhard against Penn Cambria's
Logan Price,
55. Logan Price.
He's a first baseman, Tim.
They have him listed here at 5'9". He looks a little longer than that, so I'm thinking that height might be a little bit older.
He's grown a little bit.
I would say so. Counts at 2-1. Lefty Logan Price steps back in. He sends one towards home. Logan Price makes contact. Nothing to it for Angelo Gallucci out there in center field.
Good job, Ange.
Got to look at that hat and how it fits. It comes off every time he takes off.
That's because he's going at a high velocity, Tim.
Sure, he's quick, change of direction kid, so it's going to happen there.
You lose your hat when you're moving that fast.
My problem was finding hats that fit me.
I'm not a hat person either.
Number 30, Callan Guides. Their number 9 hitter, left fielder. Fouls one off. That's going to get a clunker. Everybody's safe in the stands. We'll get a shout out from Donnie Stanton here to tell him where to return the ball, I'm sure, shortly. Nate gets a fresh ball with an 0-1 count, one down here in the top of the second. Sends it towards. He stretches it just outside of the infield.
Good job.
Great job by Mr. Radkowski bringing that one in.
2 outs. 2 outs.
2 down. We could have a short top of the inning there with only a few pitches on Nate's arm here. That's definitely a good thing. So hopefully I didn't just jinx us.
This is Grant Giddick.
Number 13.
Gaitis.
I've heard it said 14 different times.
I just go by
today.
Don Stanton. He knows what he's talking about.
That's what he wants us to believe.
He says Gaitis, I say Gaitis.
Kinzadis. Nate sends another one. Decent frame there by Isaiah, but he doesn't get it, so we're going to have a 1-1 count for Mr. Denhard against number 13, Grant. Sends another one. That's going to be outside, 2-1 count. 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Sends another one with contact. Ange comes in, ends up over top of him. He takes a runner. That's one of the toughest parts about playing ball here at Point Stadium. That ball rolls. So it's coming home. They're sending him home. It's going to be late for a play at the plate. We're going to have an inside the park home run. Rolled the whole way there to center field. That's a deep shot, when it comes to those rolls. Tough go for the Crushers there. Makes it a 2-0 score on the top of the second with 2 outs, 2 down. We're looking at 2 runs for Penn Cambria with 3 hits. And 1 error on the Crushers, 1 error at Penn Cambria. So he's going to face off here against number 3, Caden Gibbons. This is their leadoff hitter and center fielder. 0-1 count to start the at-bat. Nate sends another one to the catcher. Sits on him.
Foul.
Foul ball.
That's exactly
same area where he hit it the
time.
last time. I think it was, a 3-0 count.
Yep.
Inside, I believe, breaking ball, and he was able to pull it to that fence post. So Nate, with an 0-2 count, hopefully he can do something here, put this kid down in the top of the inning. High one there, keeping him on his toes. So we have a 1-2 count for Mr. Denhart against number 3, Caden Gibbons, who, again, he had the leadoff home run there in the top of the first. Nate sends it inside, makes contact. That's going to send Mr. Gibbons down to first base. And Nate will face off with the number 2 hitter here.
Drake Talco.
Drake Talco, the designated hitter. He's stepping in as a lefty, getting the signals from his third base coach.
I need to learn those signals.
I don't think they want us to know the signals. You can make up your own. Takes off to second. Nice throw down.
He got
a little bit
under
to the
it.
left. Good job by Mace.
Yeah.
Slides in safe there to second base, though. Aggressive base running there.
2 outs, 1 in scoring position on second. 1-0 count.
That's a wide lead over there. Nate steps off the plate. He gathers himself again with a 1-0 count. 2 down here in the top of the second. Little contact down to the right to the first baseman. DJ mishandles it. Mishandled again to Mr. Denhard. And Caden Gibbons is going to wrap around from second the whole way home. That's going to put us at a 3-0 score. 2 hit runs here in the top of the second inning for Penn Cambria. Man on first. 2 down, like I said. And we'll see if the Crushers can't get out of this top and then get some things going down there in the bottom of the second. Corbin Vinglish, number 4 hitter, number 32 for Penn Cambria. We have an 0-1 count. He steps back into the box. Nate settles in. He's going to send it down to the plate. And he makes contact with number 32. 32 wears it.
He's saying it hit the ground first.
No, he didn't get out of the way.
That's the umps. Made no effort to get out of the way. I think you could have argued that on the first one that got hit about 2 batters ago as well. There's something to be said about wearing it, but you have to make an effort. So he's going to step back into the box. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Still a runner at first, 2 down here. Nate sends it down towards catcher to Isaiah Lee. That's
1
a
and
good
2.
strike. We're going to have a 1-2 count here for Nate against Mr. Vinglish. You got a 1 hopper. The catcher gets by Isaiah. Runner on first advances to second. 2-2 count. Nate gets himself back to the mound, and we'll see what he can do here. Sends it inside, pop up. Ange is pursuing it, and
got
Mr. Gallucci gets it. So that's going to take us
That's the
there
end of the inning.
to the bottom of the second inning.
Let's do another break from the Crusher Sports Network.
At First Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
At Allegheny Orthodontic Associates, your smile is our passion and your comfort is our priority. With a patient-centered approach and a history of making healthy, confident smiles, we'll give you the best smile yet. Our friendly, experienced staff is here to walk you through your treatment so that you have the confidence to be excited about the process and the outcome of the work that we do for you. Whether you're here for a first consultation or specialized treatments, we tailor a plan to fit your needs on your schedule.
And we are back on the Crusher Sports Network as we are watching our Bishop McCourt Crushers take on the Penn Cambria Panthers. The Panthers are up 3-0 at the bottom of the second inning. Going up to the plate right now, we have number 23, Mason Dugan, the shortstop, who had a great snag not long ago.
Yeah, and putting his foot in the dirt and changing direction the way he did, and after pursuing that runner down to second, that was a great job. Ball in the dirt there, that's going to give us a 1-0 count. Brady Jones still pitching there for Penn Cambria here in the second. Sends it down. Another, again, frame attempt there by the catcher, but we're going to set it a 2-0 count. Mason in control here in the box. Mason with contact, sends it up center field. One hop to the center fielder. Mason rounds first, settles in, and that's a leadoff single for the Crushers here in the bottom of the second.
Brings up Rocco Fetzko, senior. Rocco's going to be playing at Penn football at Penn West, California.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to be an offensive lineman there.
They got a good one.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to work his tail off. He's going to have a good career there. And, he and I talk often about where he'll end up and how he'll end up. And, he knows the plan and what he needs to do to, earn the trust of the coaches and earn his way on the field with time. So, really great program up there, too. So, a really good program to be excited to be a part of. Rocco gets his contact. He sends it.
Yes.
Another one-hopper there to the center field. Mason safely to second. Rocco down to first.
No outs. I love that. And Ange Gallucci coming up to the plate, number 6, center fielder.
Our number 8 hitter, 2 here. So if we can have a little bit of magic and consistency here at the bottom of our lineup, get those leadoff hitters back up, get to the top, you could do something special here in the bottom of the second for the Crushers. Ball low against Ange there from Mr. Brady Jones of Penn Cambria. Penn Cambria first baseman up real close. Worried about a potential bunt situation. That might be the longest lead of Rocco's career. Inside enough, it clips Angelo Gallucci, and that's going to give the Crushers loaded bases with no outs here in the bottom of the second.
And Grady Fowle coming up to the plate, followed by Jonathan D'Elia.
Grady Fowle, our number 9 hitter, left fielder. Saw a little action in the field earlier today. Let's see what Grady can do as a senior here.
He crossed the plate a couple times on Saturday.
Well, and that's, that Fowle name, I'm sure Digger's been teaching him how to base run since he came out. You hear everybody's out here behind him, behind the Crushers. Grady swings at one. That gives us a 1-1 count. He'll settle in. Bases loaded for the Crushers. Brady Jones sends one towards the catcher. That one's wide outside for Grady, so that gives him a 2-1 count. In the bottom of the second here, Penn Cambria leads Bishop McCourt 3-0.
Okay.
That one sent Grady's way. He swings, just misses on contact, so we have a 2-2 count. Grady checking with Coach Boston Bradley. Blue resets everybody. And Grady's back in, stepping in against Brady Jones of Penn Cambria. Grady just misses the contact, so that's going to be a 3 strikes, so that gives us 1 out with leadoff hitter number 2 senior Jonathan DeLeo. Jonathan DeLeo, the third baseman. Again, he's had contact. I believe he had a single earlier in the game for us, and then a pop-up. But known for his contact hitting. We'll see what JD can do here with 1 out. Ball high. 1 out for the Crushers, so 1-0 count for Brady Jones versus John DeLeo. Looks to be a little bit of question here. He steps in, settles in.
High.
Pitcher sends one high. You got to think the pitcher knows who he's facing off here.
Oh, yeah.
Another one high there, John. I know he wants to get a piece of one here. He's
he does,
an excited
but you
kid,
know what?
But
at a 3-0 count,
you'll take
I'm saying he's going to let it. He's not unless it's right where he wants it.
And that's a
He's
great
going.
job by John. That's a 4-pitch walk. We're going to walk in a runner here. Crushers on the scoreboard. That makes the score 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. 1 out, bases loaded as number 3. Senior Eric Radkowski and second baseman steps up. And that's Penn Cambria coach. I believe head coach Brent Davison is going to step out and have a conversation with his pitcher in his infield here. You got left field, center field, and right field out there having a conversation. I'm sure a lot getting done out there, a lot of productivity. And you got Coach Boston Bradley here talking to his hitters, getting them ready. Good stuff.
You think they're going to change pitchers?
No, not yet. They
I
don't
wouldn't
have
think
anyone
so.
warmed up. It's not that kind of situation, I don't think.
It's just
But
come on.
I'm
let's-
also not the baseball guy. So number 11 pitcher Brady Jones having a conversation with Blue here, the infield umpire, and that's actually going to bring the home plate umpire out to the mound. I think he's interested in seeing what's shaking out here. Team breaks out as he approaches. He ends that one, and that's everybody's going to find their way to their positions. Love to know what some of those questions are out there. Mr. Radkowski's going to settle back in here. Again, bottom of the second inning. Crushers down 3-1 with bases loaded and 1 out. Second baseman Eric Radkowski at the plate. Fresh count.
Ooh.
He swings at the first pitch. That gives it an 0-1 count. Ball away. Mr. Rocco Fetzko takes off towards home. No play at the plate. Pitcher thought he had it with the tag, but Rocco was under it. Tag was late and swung backwards. Rocco with the stumble bumble. I mean, almost that's a true offensive lineman turned fullback. He runs through, I believe that's Mr. Gleason or Sackmore on his way back to the dugout. So runners advance on the wild pitch. So we're looking at a 1-1 count here for Mr. Radkowski. Crushers down 3-2. Eric goes ahead and swings at that pitch. So we're going to have a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the second. 1 down for the Crushers.
Oh.
Eric chases one high there. He wants that one back. He knows what it was, but and he'll make up for it. So now we have 2 down. Fresh count here for catcher Isaiah Lieb, number 29, as he steps into the box as a lefty hitter. Opportunity here to see Coach John Bradley as the base coach getting active. He does a great job advancing our runners and communicating the whole way around the field. Isaiah takes one on the foot. I don't think he actually even thought that one was going to hit him. So that's going to load the bases back up. I believe Mr. Coach File is going to ask for a pinch runner here for our catcher, and that's what he does. He sends out again number 22, Nick Siphon, the freshman to first base to run for Isaiah. And so we got sticks, Mr. Nate Denhard, number 11, up to bat. As the pitcher, we'll see what he can do to help himself out here. Sitting at 3-2, Penn Cambria in the bottom of the second, 2 outs. Blue and the pitcher having a little bit of a conversation here. He's about to settle back in. Nate settles into the batter's box. Pitcher Brady Jones, he gets himself settled in as well. He's about to send one towards the plate. A low strike there. Puts the count at 0-1, 2 down here. Crushers on to something, though. Some decent-sized leads out there for the runners as well. 2 down, any kind of contact you'll be moving. Nate helps himself maybe here a little bit. Grounder towards short, and he gets it over to the second baseman at second. Just beats out freshman Nick Siphon. But a good inning for the Crushers. Brings it within one run. They help themselves. The Crushers have 3 errors on the board right now to Penn Cambria's 1. So, they're earning their runs. We're earning them. We just got to take away the little bit of mistakes.
Let's take a little break from the Crusher Sports Network.
At Mission Critical Solutions, we're not just about metal. We're about precision, innovation, and excellence. From welding and machining to custom fabrication, our expert team ensures every detail meets the highest standards. What truly sets us apart are our specialty services, expert project management, streamlined supply chain solutions, and rigorous quality engineering. Mission Critical Solutions, where exceptional metalwork meets unparalleled expertise. Transform your vision into reality. Contact us today.
Defend your ride with Riemann Auto's All-Star Service. From state inspections, tires, brakes, and routine maintenance, Riemann Auto is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Riemann's highly trained mechanics will have you on the road and running safely. Score a winning drive with the top-notch maintenance and repair service. Riemann Auto wishes the Crushers all the best for a successful season.
Customer service that you get from their representatives is second to none. My parents, who are now 91 and 89 years old, they have had some immediate changes that day with their prescriptions. And it's just a phone call that we need to get this type of prescription, and it's being delivered in the next 2 hours. That's the kind of service that you want to have, especially for your parents who are in need of medications.
And we are back. A little powwow here between the ump and Mr. Fowl. Yeah, it was friendly.
That's Chris is a veteran coach. He knows how to give that nice little pat on the back, make things look good as they walk away. So, and Mr. Fowl right before that was talking to Penn Cambria coach. Things were cordial, things were fine. So, not entirely sure what that one was about. But we're going to go here into the top of the third inning. Nate Denhard still on the mound for the Crushers. Penn Cambria leading 3-2. And Penn Cambria up to bat. Swinging on the first pitch is number 8, Jace Davison. Sends one foul into the stands. Blue will get Nate a fresh ball, and Nate will reapproach the mound. Jace will step in, and we'll look for that second pitch of the third inning. And sends one towards the plate. A little bit of moving on. High fly ball here, just to second field. Not going to leave the infield. And a good job by Mr. Radkowski to bring that one in. Go around the horn with it. JD will walk it into his pitcher. And Nate can feel good about that. A 2 pitch at bat to put the Crushers with 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. And number 23 of Penn Cambria, Mr. Aiden Himmer, the catcher, approaching the plate. A little bit of movement on that one. It settles in. That gives us an 0-1 count for Nate Denhard here in the 3rd. Quick movement sends another one. We have a foul ball backwards.
Back to the river.
That'll be a river ball. Kerplunk, we got the 0-2 count here for Sticks on the mound.
Ooh.
And number 23 chases one. It's not handled by the catcher, but he finds it, gets it down to DJ Lewis at first, and that's going to give Nate a 3-pitch at bat and 2 down. 5 pitches on the inning, so good inning so far here for Nate. I am the king of the jinx, though, so I think I jinxed this earlier, so I got to be careful.
Watch it. Watch it.
Number 15, Evan Latner. This is their number 7 hitter, second baseman stepping in. He sends one. You have a grounder down to 3rd into foul territory. That one was handled nice by JD. He sends a rocket back to Nate there at the mound.
He's a strong boy. Hey, we want to mention Erica Stripmatter, our AD, came in earlier and did tell us that the girls softball team will be playing Thursday, first round, I believe, of softball playoffs at home. Unsure of the opponent at this point, but
they should be the 6th seed hosting the 11 seed there in softball playoffs. Nate sends another one that's going to be staying at an 0-2 count as he fouls off that pitch. Softball right now, single A. I believe they take 12 teams to the playoffs. So potential 6 seed, solidified a playoff berth. Excited for that. Nate sends another one, and it's a strike down the middle. Strike looking for number 15 of Penn Cambria, Evan Latner. And that's going to take the Crushers down 1 into the bottom of the 3rd. A lot to feel good about, a lot going on here for the Crushers' favor.
All right, let's take a quick break.
Age your way and stay in the comfort of your home. Get medical care and so much more with the help of Senior Life. We offer customized health plans where seniors can access our life, health, and wellness centers and in-home care service. No out-of-pocket costs for those who qualify. Check your eligibility. Visit seniorlifepa.com. Age your way in your home with Senior Life.
Here at the 5th Local Ale House and Eatery, we're proud to support Bishop McCourt Catholic High School Athletics. From football and basketball to baseball and every sport in between, we're cheering on the Crushers this season and beyond. Stop by the 5th for great food, craft beers, cocktails, and a welcoming atmosphere, perfect for friends and family. From our house to yours, the 5th Local Ale House and Eatery wishes the Bishop McCourt Crushers a successful season. Go Crushers!
And we are back at the Crusher Sports Network. It is now 3-2, Penn Cambria over Bishop McCourt, 3-2. We are at the bottom of the 3rd inning with number 18, DJ Lewis, up to bat.
Some Penn Cambria sticking with Brady Jones there on the mound. He sends one towards DJ. Frame job there, but no go for the Penn Cambria catcher. It's going to be a 1-0 count. And I mentioned earlier all the alumni that are here in the stands, but I got to give a shout out to alumni Brock Beppler, who just let me know he's watching the Crusher Sports Net stream right now from home.
Hi, Brock. You're nice and warm.
He's nice and warm, home for the summer. Brock, a college alumni from Bishop McCourt, playing out at Clarion University, just finished up a strong spring ball in the backfield where Clarion has a new OC, and I know he's excited to go into his next season, so I'm excited to see what Brock can do as his career goes on there.
Good athlete. Good athlete.
Great athlete, great kid, Crusher through and through. Still cares about the program, will care about the program as long as he's around. So got to love that from Brock Beppler.
Ooh, little high. Holy
high
cow.
Ball there for 2-1. And, you know, it's got to be up there to be taller than DJ Lewis.
I know. He was pitching the Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah, he's sending it up there. DJ sitting at 6'2", maybe even 6'3". Could be 6'4", depending on how he wears his hair. So 3-1 count for DJ.
He's a good athlete, boy.
Great athlete, but I fit him for his football helmet, so I know what that hair does for him.
It's
so.
four-pitch walk.
4-pitch walk. DJ trots down to first base. He's going to meet Coach John Bradley out there. And that's going to bring up
Mr. Mason. Mason
Dugan, number 23, the shortstop. Sophomore coming in for us. Mr. Dugan, our number 6 hitter. He watches one, looked a little high and inside. Blue calls it a strike, so we have an 0-1 count here on Mace. He's stepping back in after he gets his signals from Coach Boston Bradley down the third base line. And Mason makes contact with one, hits the ground, hits him, comes back. You can tell he's a little bit frustrated.
It's all right.
He's a fiery kid. A lot of emotions, a lot of feelings with him. And, you know, that's one of his strong suits whenever he has him in check. So see if he can channel that here with an 0-2 count. See what he can do to help himself out here. Pitcher Brady Jones settles himself. He sends one to the plate. Mason gets caught up inside on himself. That's a 3-pitch strike. That's going to send him back to the dugout for a 1 out. With designated hitter, senior number 30, Rocco Fetzko, coming back to the plate.
Excuse me, Rocco Fetzko.
One of the better walk-up signs here, or walk-up songs here for the Crushers. He settles in, loads up, fouls one back. That gives us a 0-1 count for Rocco here in the bottom of the third. Crushers down 3-2 to Penn Cambria. 1 out.
Kelly Fetzko and her husband, and Kaylee Fetzko.
Whole Fetzko clan in attendance. Rocco's mom, dad, sister Kaylee, and brother Roman. Corporate sponsor, Pizza Man's as well. Shout out to them for that.
They give the pizza here at the concession stand. Yummy.
And Kaylee, an alumni, Roman, an alumni as well. So you got to love that. Kaylee helps out. She's helped out with volleyball in the past, athletic training currently throughout the year. So Crushers giving back. Rocco takes one looking. That's going to give us 2 outs here in the bottom of the third for the Crushers. Leadoff man DJ Lewis still at first place as number 6 senior. And center fielder Angelo Gallucci steps up to the plate. Having a little bit of a check down with his third base coach there, Boston Bradley. Settles into the box. Brady Jones to send one towards home. And loads up. He sends a grounder into foul territory towards the third base line. DJ will trot himself back to first. Angel will get himself settled back in. And we'll see what we can do here. Ange, our number 8 hitter in the lineup. Try to make some contact and get guys set up for the leadoff hitters. He watches one high and inside for a 1-1 count with 2 down here. Again, Crushers trailing by 1 run in the bottom of the third. Pitcher Brady Jones still for Penn Cambria. And confidently thought that one was a little bit inside. He felt good about it, but that's Blue sees it another way. So we're going to have a 1-2 count. Ange steps back in.
I'm just asking, no big deal.
And he's going to take one looking again inside edge of that strike zone. That'll take Ange back to the dugout to get ready to go back out into the field as the Crushers and Penn Cambria prepare to go into the top of the 4th inning. Crushers trailing by 1 run, 3-2, Penn Cambria in the lead.
Should we take a break from the Crusher Sports Network?
Let's do it.
Customer service that you get from their representatives is second to none. My parents, who are now 91 and 89 years old, they have had some immediate changes that day with their prescriptions. And it's just a phone call that we need to get this type of prescription, and it's being delivered in the next 2 hours. That's the kind of service that you want to have, especially for your parents who are in need of medications.
And we are back. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the schoolhouse this week. On Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week, our music department, our fine arts department, will feature Cinderella the Musical at the Guzzi Performing Arts Center Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Tickets are $10. You can get those in the main office or at the door. Please come out and support the arts at Bishop McCourt. It's going to be a great show. And who doesn't love Cinderella?
Oh, everybody does. It's
right?
Disney princess. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be there Thursday.
I
love it. If you
and
don't
I will
sing
be there
along to
Friday.
Disney, you're lying.
Well, I'll be there Friday because I think I'm
Yeah,
hoping
Thursday. Hopefully, we're gonna be streaming that
softball game.
playoff game as they host most likely the 11 seed as they settle in as the 6 seed.
So.
And that brings number 55 in the top of the 4th inning for Penn Cambria. Am I looking at the right number?
No, Logan Price.
Logan Price. He's their first baseman, and he's facing off still with Nate Denhard. He fouls one off down the third base line, makes it an 0-1 count. He sends a flyer over to left field to Grady File. He settles under it, just pops out of the glove. He brings it back into our second baseman, Mr. Radkowski. That keeps Mr. Logan Price there at first base.
All right, here we go.
So Nate settles back in against left fielder number 30, Callan Guides. One of the
Guides.
two.
That's what Don Stan says.
He lays down a bunt down the third base line. Nate fields it himself, sends it over to first baseman DJ Lewis. They get that runner. Leadoff runner sends himself over safely to second. So an advance there by the batter. And that takes the Crushers to a 1 down in the top of the 4th inning against Penn Cambria's number 13. Grant, the right fielder, comes in, Grant Gaitis. Nate gets himself settled on the mound. Sends one high and inside. That's a 1-0 count here for number 11, sticks Nate Denhard. Man on second gets a healthy lead. Nate gets him with a breaking ball to chase that inside pitch. So that's going to be a 1-1 count here. Isaiah keeps it in front of him. Runner stayed at second. Sends one home. That's hard hit down the third base line. A one-hopper from John D'Elia over to first baseman, who can't take it, DJ Lewis. John, he had to make a decision there. The runner got stuck halfway through to him. Probably could have ran him down, but he makes the decision to throw it to first. Misses the one-hopper, so Penn Cambria is going to have runners at first and third. Coming up against Penn Cambria's leadoff hitter, Caden Gibbons, center fielder. And we'll see what we can do here against Mr. Gibbons for Nate Denhard.
Caden Gibbons is the gentleman that had the first hit.
Leadoff
that was
home run.
Leadoff home
3-0 count home run. Took that one inside. Sent it down that third baseline. Had another one in his second at bat. Fouled it off that same area. So Nate's also had some success against him. Nate's got to bring his confidence back. He's doing all right in there. We just got to help him out around there. Wide. That one actually goes behind the batter. Great job by Isaiah to keep that one.
Smart
Runner
move.
from first advances to second. We're going to have a 1-0 count here against Mr. Caden Gibbons, with Penn Cambria having runners on second and third.
What happened?
They actually advanced the runner.
Oh, they intentionally walked
with
him.
The decision to intentionally walk him down. So that's not a bad call there. We have bases loaded, 1 down. Nate Denhard steps off the mound and gathers himself as he's about to face off with the number 2 hitter and designated hitter, number 10, Drake Talco. And that doesn't affect your pitch count, right?
He almost had it.
And he makes contact just out of reach of shortstop Mason Dugan. Might have a play at the plate here as Isaiah retrieves that.
He's out.
We get a man out at home. Not before Penn Cambria gets a run in, though. Runners advance to second and third now, so that's going to bring the Crushers to 2 outs.
You know what? That was Mason Dugan almost had that ball.
And that would have been a tremendous play by him. Great effort by him, but a tough one to get. That's going to take Mr. Talco. He's going to meet his coach and pass off his equipment as he works his way back. So Penn Cambria up 4-2 at this point. Still the top of the fourth. Starting pitchers in for both teams at this point still as we face off number 4 hitter, number 32, third baseman, Corbin Vinglish. He sends one down to left field. Grady File catches that, and that's going to bring in the inning. That's 3 outs for the Crushers.
Listen,
Coach File going to gather them.
They had 4 bases loaded and got only 1 run in.
And got to feel
I think that's a win.
That. And Coach File, he's going to get these guys to rally. Coach Bradley, Coach Casciati, Coach Jay Strab in there. They know what they're doing. They're gonna get the folks together, and they're gonna be all right.
Still a lot of ball to play.
A lot of ball to play as we go into the bottom of the fourth. Home team, still a lot of control. Lines at 4 runs for Penn Cambria with 4 hits and 1 error. Crushers 2 runs, 2 hits, and then that error tally at 5. And that's where we got to make sure we can settle in and help Mr. Denhard there on the mound.
Grady Fowl and on the batter's box.
Grady File going to lead off, number 15 for a senior. He ended that inning with that catch, the line drive there in left field. So we'll see what he can do here as the leadoff runner. Again, like we said, excited on the other side. On the other diamond, we have our softball team. Our athletic director, Mrs. Erica Strittmatter, let us know they are settling into the 6th seed where they will face off with the 11th seed. And they will play either Glendale or Bishop Guilfoyle on Thursday. Looking around potentially about a 4:30 start, weather dependent, things like that. Hopefully we'll be able to bring a Crusher Streams to you, but we will see and we will let you know. And as always,
I'm thinking we can probably. I'm pretty sure we can work that out.
Check your emails. I know I get
them
like
the
4
weather
or 5
correct.
times when you send them out.
You complaining?
No, I love it. Grady File fouls one off into the river. Count 1-1.
I'm checking the weather.
Frame job doesn't work there for the Penn Cambria catcher, so we're going to look at a 2-1 count against leadoff hitter Grady File. Senior watches one there inside. That gives him a 2-2 count. Still against Penn Cambria's starting pitcher, Mr. Brady Jones. He sends one towards Grady. Grady makes contact, sends that one down the first base line, foul. Going to bounce off the wall to the right fielder.
We're going to have to see about Thursday. They're calling for rain on Thursday, but you never know.
You never know. That thing's going to change 47 times before the evening's over.
Yes, it is.
Grady settles back in. Brady pitches one towards him. Grady, another foul down the first base line.
He's getting contact. He just needs to get it straightened out.
He's got the Penn Cambria players playing pinball over there off that first base wall. 2-2 count for the senior Grady File. Pitch comes. And good eye there by Grady. That gives him a full count here against the pitcher.
Where's Joe Berkebile calls it? The full house?
The full house. Oh, you can win some money on that one. Grady with contact. Another one down the first baseline. This one's going to head into the stands.
Right
no miraculous catches there in by the first
right
crowd.
By someone's mama.
Should have brought their glove to the game. Nice ball thrown down into the first baseman, though. Oh, pitcher started without even checking if his first baseman was ready.
Grady gets on first to the walk.
Grady gets on first with a walk. Again, that pitcher did not wait for his first baseman to be ready. So lucky because Grady was hitting that way. He takes one towards that first baseman not paying attention. You don't know what could happen. But that gives us our typical leadoff hitter here, batting second in this inning, though, John D'Elia, number 2.
He's due.
He's been making contact. He just has to find home here with it. And, he's bound to do that. Grady's going to get a pinch runner for him. Again, sending out number 22. That is still Nick Siphon, who's, I believe that's his third or fourth time out there pinch running for the Crushers. Excited to see Grady get on base there. Great job by the senior. Working that count, working a lot of foul balls there. High count at bat for Grady. JD watches one go high, brings the catcher to his feet. 1-0 count here as the Crushers trail Penn Cambria 4-2 in the bottom of the fourth. JD gets good contact. He's going to send that one towards center field. High center fielder settles under it, though, brings that one in. So good contact, good distance. Just not landing there for the Crushers. No gap. So we're going to have one down here in the bottom of the fourth with our hitter, Eric Radkowski, number 3, a senior, up again once more. We'll see what he can do here. I know he's a little frustrated with his last at bat. See if he can't find a hole here. He watches one go wide for a 1-0 count. Catcher Isaiah Lieb on deck.
Bottom of the fourth, 4-2 Penn Cambria.
Eric sees one there as a strike. We have a 1-1 count. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. Crushers trailing 4-2. Still facing off with starting Penn Cambria pitcher Brady Jones.
I get one.
It's a 1-1 count.
No, he worked another one for you earlier, didn't he? Yeah, so you take care of him and just the one for me.
Here we go. Go.
Radkowski sends one to the shortstop. He runs out the double. That takes Nick Siphon, though. Shortstop sends it over to the second baseman at second. Gets the leadoff runner. Eric finds himself at first. So that'll be 2 down for the Crushers here as our catcher, Mr. Isaiah Lieb, finds his way. He's taking off some of his equipment so he can settle in.
Speaking of the seniors, this coming Sunday at 5 o'clock is our senior awards night at Bishop McCourt in the Guzzi Performing Arts Center. That's when our seniors will get a lot of different alumni-based scholarships going into college and awards for their academic excellence.
A lot of recognition, a really special night for those kids, something they're always going to remember. Everyone goes, everyone enjoys it. A lot of alumni come back. Like you said, a lot of those awards and scholarships they're in honor of or sponsored by alumni. A lot of them are, situations where you as alumni and listen right now, you can still donate and put money into those funds for those scholarships.
Absolutely.
And we're very fortunate to have that. Eric sends one to the second, or Isaiah sends one to the second baseman. That'll end the fourth inning. But a lot of really great scholarship opportunities for these kids, athletically, for the arts, academically. Every bit of talent that these kids has an opportunity to be recognized that night. And, again, it's something those kids will remember forever.
If you would or have an interest in not only a scholarship for our graduating seniors, but as a donor to offer scholarships to our existing Bishop McCourt students, certainly give me a call at the school. We could set up a named scholarship where you can honor your family, yourself, or someone you love, and have a scholarship in their name. It is as low as $500 a year, and you're helping a child that otherwise may not be able to get a Catholic education, a private Catholic education, to take advantage of all that we have to offer at Bishop McCourt. Things like the HEAL program and the 4-day week and the new technology center. There's a lot of great things happening in our school right now, and I think that it's really important that we try to help anyone that may not otherwise be able to afford a tuition-based school to be able to do that. So if you find it in your heart to start a scholarship, please give me a call. We can work it out.
And that's one of my favorite things. One, like you said, it gives opportunity. I know I wouldn't have been able to attend Bishop McCourt if it weren't for financial aid and scholarships and things like that. And that's one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. And I know there's a lot of alumni out there that, it's a great way to honor someone. One of my favorite things is teaching some of these younger McCourt students and student athletes about Crusher alumni. Whether that's in athletics, and that's the football players that have gone on, the baseball players, it's in the arts. It's recent alumni like an Evan Ream and what he's doing in music. It's a great way to honor and make sure that those names are remembered as legacies for these younger Crushers, because they got to learn about them. And, every single one of us as alumni, you went to school with someone that you'll remember the rest of your life and you want them to be remembered, it's a great way to honor them and make sure that, future Crushers know those names and know who they are.
When you say Crusher for life, we really mean Crusher for life.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's get started on the top of the 5th inning here in the Sargent Stadium at the point.
We have number 8, Jace Davison, the shortstop, stepping up. Nate's going to take himself off the mound here and reset.
Nice pitch.
Nate gets him with a little bit of movement. That's going to be an 0-1 count, swinging. Number 23, Aiden Himmer, the catcher, on deck. Nate nice and ready here for Mr. Davison. Sends one to the plate. One hopper there. Isaiah keeps it in front of him. We're going to have a 1-1 count as the Crushers trail Penn Cambria 4-2 in the top of the 5th inning. Nate sends one towards the plate. That one's going to be a strike looking for him. So Nate has the count at 1-2 again against number 8, Jace Davidson, the shortstop of Penn Cambria. Nate resets himself on the mound. Jace stays in the box. Nate looks to send one towards home. Low, so a good eye there by Mr. Davison. So that's going to give it a 2-2 count here for our pitcher. Still our starting pitcher, Nate Denhard, going on here in the top of the 5th inning. Mr. Davison gets out in front of that one, sends it out to the third base stands. So that's going to keep the count at 2-2.
And I do want to say we do have some changes in the outfield. We have Eric Radkowski in left field, Sean Sackmar in right, and Nick Siphon is playing second base now.
Okay. I've not been able to make every game this year like I have in the past for a lot of the home games. So I'm learning a little bit about Nick Siphon here. With my positions changing the way they did over the last 2 years, there's a gap in knowing all the kids the way I usually do. So excited to see what the freshman can do out there. Nate thought he had him looking at that one. It's going to be a 3-2 full count. I think Nate thought he had him on that pitch, but Blue calls it low, and we're going to have a full count here. And Jace Davison sends one high and foul. DJ knows it right away that it's in the stands.
He wasn't wasting the energy.
He took the 2 steps and said, I'm good.
Again, let me go over the changes in the outfield. We have Sean Sackmar in right field, out Angelo Gallucci in center, and Eric Radkowski in left field. In the infield, we do now have Nick Siphon in at second base. Good catch by the third base coach.
Base line by the third base coach. Radkowski's out in left field. We got Donnie Stanton looking to us, and that's dangerous. That's going to be a ball 4 high. That takes number 8, Jace Davison, the shortstop, down to first base. And again, brings up catcher Aiden Himmer, I believe is his name, number 23. As the second batter with a 0-0 count. No outs in the top of the 5th inning. That was an aggressive lead. JD takes a one-hopper, still goes ahead and gets the out at second. We turn that over by Nick Siphon down to DJ Lewis. Turn 2 for the Crushers there. Infield helping their pitcher out there, Nate Denhard. He gets him to deliver the one-hop grounder, and infield does the rest. Great job by the Crushers. That puts 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Penn Cambria leading the Crushers 4-2. And we have Nate sending a pitch down with a foul backwards by number 15, Evan Ladner, the number 2 hitter, or the second baseman, number 7 hitter for Penn Cambria. 0-1 count. Nate resets himself on the mound. Winds up, looks to deliver. Sends one in, gets him chasing it. Isaiah Lieb finds himself underneath the pop fly right there along the first baseline. good, quick inning by the Crushers. Great infielding, great pitching. Got to feel good about that, putting a 0 up on the scoreboard there for Penn Cambria in the top of the 5th. And we'll see what the Crushers can do here in the bottom of the 5th as we look to come back from a 4-2 lead that Penn Cambria is holding on to.
As I mentioned before, we do have senior honors nights on Sunday night at 5 o'clock in the Guzzi Performing Arts Center. Just to give you a little preview of what's happening in the rest of the month of May, our class of 2026 baccalaureate mass will be on Tuesday, May 19th at St. Benedict Parish on Bedford Street in Richland. And our graduation ceremony will be at Penn Highlands Community College on Tuesday, May 26th. So things are winding down for the class of 2026. And boy, you can feel it in the hallways of the high school. The squirrels are getting restless.
yeah, they're getting a little nutty to say the least, and that's everywhere.
How's things at the elementary school?
Chaotic would be the word that comes to mind. As things wind down for the kids, they're winding up for everyone else. Like we said earlier, we had track and field day at the elementary school. We have a Sandyville trip. We have field trips going on. We have our trout release going on. We have our moving up ceremony for our 6th graders. Anything and everything you can imagine. It's the same way at the high school. One of my favorite days at the high school coming up is when they have their final day. They go around, they sign their school shirts, they still wear their uniforms.
It's awesome.
Get everyone to sign, and that's a keepsake that they keep. Wow.
We got number 11, Nate Denhart at the plate.
Nate leading off, giving himself a chance to help himself out here as the pitcher. Still facing Penn Cambria's starting pitcher, I believe, Brady Jones. Not sure they've made any movement in the field. Nate watches a 1-hopper to the catcher keeps in front of him. That's Mr. Himmer. So that's a 2-0 count for Nate.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Nate watches 1. Gives us a 2-1 count here in the bottom of the 5th. Crushers trailing by 2 runs to the Penn Cambria Panthers. Penn Cambria, again, they're playing this game for a shot at the playoffs. Nate sends one down. He takes it to the second baseman. Gets his glove on it, but it bounces by. Great job by Nate running that one. Helps himself with a leadoff single.
Of course, you weren't watching, but I came down for the JV game.
Yes.
And we were down 9-1 in the 6th inning and came back.
How many runs did they score in that one inning?
8
runs
at the
in
bottom.
1 inning.
Yep.
And then walked it off, too.
Yeah, yep. So you never know what's going to happen.
It's all about magic in baseball, and that's, like I said, Nate helping himself out with the leadoff single. Brings up the young man, DJ Lewis, first baseman. We'll see what he can do if he can't help out. Pitcher checks Nate there at first.
Good.
Ball gets away.
Smart
Nate stays
move.
at first. I know he was tempted to pop up and get going, but you never know what's happening there.
Yeah, you know what? That was a smart move to just hold tight.
It's hard to hold your water in those situations, though. You see that ball get by, and you think, oh, I can go. So good job by Nate. Good. I'm sure JB was in his ear. Great coaching. Low ball there, DJ Lewis watches. So we have should be, I believe, a 2-1 count coming up. And DJ getting signals from young Coach Bradley, Mr. Boston Bradley, down the third base line. Nate gets a good hop. Catcher tries, Mr. Aiden Himmer, send it back to first base. Nate does a great job settling back in, head first slide. Play there, but no play. 3-1 count as DJ Lewis faces off with starting pitcher Brady Jones here in the bottom of the 5th for the Crushers. Nate gets another hop. Catcher makes another frame attempt, but DJ's going to toss that back bat towards the dugout. Bat boy comes out and grab it, and DJ trots down to first base. Crushers with men on first and second here in the bottom of the 5th, trailing Penn Cambria by 2, with shortstop Mason Dugan stepping in to bat.
Well, sometimes they're not quick updating it,
Mason settles in here. See what we can do down here in the bottom of the 5th as the Crushers still facing Penn Cambria pitcher. Strike looking for Mason. 0-1 count. Again, Nate Denhart on second base as the runner. DJ Lewis at first. Coach John Bradley directing them from the first base coach position. Mason a little slow on that hit. Sends a foul back towards the back of the batter's box, and it's an 0-2 count. Designated hitter number 30, Rocco Fetzko, senior, on deck, waiting to see what kind of situation he's in as the Crushers have an 0-2 count, no outs in the bottom of the fifth.
Little high.
Little high. Mason looked like he kind of wanted it, but he did a great job holding his water. 1-2. Coach Boston Bradley sending the signals over to Mason.
I think baseball is one of the most difficult sports to hit that little ball with that little bat.
Mason just behind it. Frustration there for him. He's going to go down swinging, bringing one out and bringing up designated hitter, senior Rocco Fetzko. There's arguments all the time. I know I have them all the time about what the hardest sport to play is. Every athlete argues it, and baseball. It's no question that
I just think they're hard in
reaction
time. I think they're just hard in different ways.
100%. Rocco watches ball one. Catcher Aiden Himmer, I think, getting really hungry here to try and pick off one of our runners as they work their way back to the bag. But yeah, like you said, they're different. They're hard in different ways. And the reaction time it takes for a batter, the quick reactions of the fielders. There's a lot to be said about baseball players and how special they are. Rocco sends one down the first baseline into the stands. That's going to bring up another strike for him. He's going to settle back in here, still again against starting pitcher Brady Jones of Penn Cambria. Rocco, another chopper. That one's going to...
Is that a river ball?
Pop out of play. JB with the one hopper off the stands back to him. Might be a play of the night for Coach John Bradley. Again, one of the most active first base coaches you're going to experience.
It's the cat-like reflexes.
Well, he was a goalie.
Get in there.
Safe under the tag. Like I said, that Aiden Himmer catcher, he's been hungry. He's been hoping to catch one of our guys sleeping. He sends it down to second base. Nate Denhart slides in under the tag safely, but a close play at second base. 2-2 count for Rocco Fetzko, the designated hitter. One out in the bottom of the fifth. High ball there. Rocco brings it to a full count, 3-2, full house. Shout out Joe Berkebile as the Crushers trail by 2, bottom of the fifth. Rocco does a great job watching that. I saw his feet chopping a little bit. Looked like he was going to get a little squirrely and chase one there, but a great job finding his way down to first base. That loads the bases with one out for the Crushers here in the bottom of the fifth inning, trailing 4-2. And number 8 hitter Angelo Gallucci, senior number 6 center fielder, finds himself to the plate with one out, bases loaded. He wanted it held off, ended up looking, so it's an 0-1 count here for the pitcher Brady Jones facing off Angelo Gallucci. A 4-year, 3-sport athlete here for the Crushers, going off to Waynesburg next year to continue his football career. Has a 1-1 count. Had a lot of options as to where he could spend the next 4 years of his athletic career. Settled in on Waynesburg, took his time making the decision, making sure it was right for him. So excited for him. He sends a grounder towards the shortstop. Shortstop can't make the play. Coach Boston Bradley sends DJ Lois towards home.
He's safe.
Under the tag, safe. So that's 2 runs for the Crushers. Catcher not happy with that. Catcher is not pleased. He's asking for a time. We'll see. He's singling his coach to come on out and have a conversation. But that ties it up for the Crushers. 4-4, 1 out. Angelo finds himself on second base, and Rocco Fetzko, the designated hitter, offensive lineman, he trucks and trots himself the whole way over to third base.
And you know what? From my perspective, he was under the tag.
The timing was good for them. They got it in quickly. Penn Cambria fielded it well and got it where they needed to after the missed play by the shortstop. And catcher, a well-placed tag, but again, just underneath it. Ball maybe a little lower. Catcher could have placed that glove in front of it, but and a 3-point bucket there by Jeannie Feathers.
I
know. Here as well, in the recycling bin. So we like that.
I know, yep. Eco. I'm eco-friendly.
Yeah. And Penn Cambria here making a change. We see Coach Casciati trotting over to Penn Cambria to make sure he gets the changes on Game Changer accurately. But that'll be the night for Brady Jones, pitcher of Penn Cambria. He makes it through.
He had 76 pitches.
76 pitches for the young man. He makes it through 5 innings. And gives up 3 hits, 4 runs. Good.
Oh, you know what? He had 91. 92
pitches.
I had to refresh, but Father Crookston,
on the game
he's
changer.
on the ball.
Shout out Father Crookston. He had the opportunity to serenade the crowd earlier. Didn't take it, but he was offered.
Number 30 is pitching now for Penn Cambria. That is
Kaylin Gaitis. We'll get you the changes whenever they come up on Game Changer, but up until that point, do we want to run a commercial?
Absolutely. Yeah, because it's going to take a while to warm up.
At First Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
At Allegheny Orthodontic Associates, your smile is our passion and your comfort is our priority. With a patient-centered approach and a history of making healthy, confident smiles, we'll give you the best smile yet. Our friendly, experienced staff is here to walk you through your treatment so that you have the confidence to be excited about the process and the outcome of the work that we do for you. Whether you're here for a first consultation or specialized treatments, we tailor a plan to fit your needs on your schedule.
We are back in the action.
We're back. Is number 22, Nick, the freshman. He sends a grounder to the second baseman, but he brings in the lead run for the Crushers as number 36 was pinch running. That's Spencer Kabala. He finds himself home, so that is a run. Crushers take the lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
Tim, do you want to go over some of the changes on the field for Penn Cambria?
So Penn Cambria, some simple changes. Pitcher Brady Jones, number 11, he finds himself out in right field, and the right fielder, that was Grant Gaitis, number 13. Number 30, the left fielder, Kalingitis, finds himself on the mound.
Yep.
So he's pitching. So we have number 30, Mr. Gaitis pitching, and Brady Jones in left field. I apologize for that. And number 2, John D'Elia, senior, stepping up to the plate, watches one there for ball 2. Senior John D'Elia, again, he's going to Pitt Johnstown in the fall to play baseball and continue his academic career as well. Known for his exit velocity. That's one of the things I know that helped him get recruited here as an athlete to college baseball. 3-0 count. He'll be joining some other Crushers, as well as I believe one of the Penn Cambria players at Pitt Johnstown in the fall to be a Mountain Cat. And JD, he takes one there. That gives it a 3-1 count. Crushers now leading Penn Cambria 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th. 3 runs scored here in the bottom of the 5th. Senior Angelo Gallucci on third, 2 outs. Jonathan D'Elia sends one towards right field. It's going to be in foul territory.
Yeah, it's a foul.
One of those, dead spots there out in the right field for us here at this ballpark. The stairs into the stands gets it, and it's a blind spot. So that brings the count to full. John D'Elia, senior, number 2, third baseman, with a 3-2 count, 2 down, bottom of the 5th inning. Crushers leading by 1 against Penn Cambria now.
When you're calling football, that yellow thing is in your way.
Yeah, I love this field. I love the Point Stadium. I love Sargent Stadium's Point. John D'Elia takes a ball forward, trots his way down to first base as number 3, Mr. Eric Radkowski, now playing in the outfield at left field, works his way into the to the batter's box. But, that was one of the biggest question marks for me whenever they redid the stadium. I believe it was back in 05 or 06. They made some major changes. And, that press box being out in the very tip end, Eric watches the ball, so 1-0 count in right field, as opposed to having a
centered
50-yard line field. Now, it is a baseball stadium, but football's been played here in Johnstown for decades.
Yeah.
And Eric watches another one that gives it a 2-0 count for the senior left fielder, with seniors John D'Elia and Angelo Gallucci on first and third, respectively.
I'll feel better if we get another run or two.
Another 7. And Mr. Radkowski sends one that's going to go to that dead spot again. Drops down in right field, foul territory. He'll work his way back to the batter's box. John shot his way the whole way over to third base, and he's going to shot across. So hamstring looking healthy, knock on wood. I know he's had some hamstring issues earlier in the year, but looks like he's moving pretty well.
We got a 2-1 count, 2 outs.
Just behind that there was Mr. Radkowski, so that's a 2-2 count, as he's still facing off with number 30 of Penn Cambria, Kalangaitis. A little more energy here in the stands. JD takes off.
Got a piece of
holds
that.
off, foul ball backwards. A 2-2 pitch again coming. Jonathan and Ange both moving pretty actively here. Radkowski holds off well. That's a ball. Catcher gathers it. Aiden Himmer, he sends it back to the pitcher, but not before Jonathan D'Elia, number 2 senior, advances himself to second base. So Crushers leading in the bottom of the 5th, 5-4. Full count for senior Eric Radkowski, with seniors Jonathan D'Elia and Angelo Gallucci on base here on senior night for the Crushers. Eric, another pitch back, sending it back to foul territory. Net gets that one, so we save the ball. Number 30 still pitching here for Penn Cambria. He came in earlier this inning, sending Brady Jones out to left field for the Penn Cambria Panthers. Catcher Isaiah Lieb on deck preparing. Radkowski, another one fouled off there towards the first base dugout. You know, working the pitch count, doing a great job staying alive, trying to find that contact, seeing if he can't put one in play here for the Crushers. He puts one in play and gets himself safe here. You could look at 1, if not 2 more runs, a little bit of insurance here for the Crushers as we get down the stretch of this game on senior night. Another foul ball back. Great job here by Radkowski. He has to stay level-headed. You know, he's starting to look a little frustrated, but this is a good thing. Let the pitcher get frustrated and just keep doing your thing and keep working this. He steps back in. Number 30, Kalangaitis.
Get it right.
Prepares to send one down. I'll get there. I got the mush mouth. Sends one. Eric with another foul ball.
Right into the dugout.
Sends it into the first base dugout. Their third base coach almost made another play on the ball there, but that one gets right by him. Coaches Boston and John Bradley at first and third, respectively, actively communicating with our senior runners. See if Mr. Radkowski can punch one in here for us. That ball gets by him, swinging, and catcher handles it, so that is a strike 3. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Crushers get 3, and that puts them in the lead 5-4 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. A lot to feel good about as if you're the Crushers. You know, a lot of high energy, a lot of things going their way.
And
gotta ride it.
I believe, and if I'm not, I could be wrong on this, and Father would probably know better than I was. I believe that the pitcher that inning was like almost 20 pitches. I think that last I looked, it was 18.
18
or
for
19.
Brady Jones?
For
the
Gaitis.
Okay, wow.
That was a
and
heavy.
he came through part way.
Well,
I'll bet you 9 or 10 of those was right there just on Radkowski's at bat.
That's what
you figure he had the full count 3-2. He sent off at least, another 5 fouls? So,
4 or 5,
you know,
yeah.
And that matters, you know.
Sure it does.
It shakes their confidence. It gets them working a little bit more. they start thinking, and that's a great job by Radkowski. So not a bad at bat. Didn't pan out in the way we wanted it to with an RBI and a base hit, but at that same time, he worked them and he worked them good. So that's a good situation for the Crushers. And we're going to be sticking here at the top of the sixth with our starting pitcher, Sticks number 11, Nate Denhard.
He's at 72 pitches right now.
72 pitches right now. He seems like he's still, having some confidence. He feels good. He feels comfortable.
That's right on. They say 15 pitches an inning, so 75. He has 72.
Our baseball expert here, Donnie Stanton, telling us 15 pitches an inning is the goal for your average. So he's standing on it. So great job here by Nate Denhard, the young Crusher, I believe a sophomore. So coming in year 2 of high school, and also a fantastic cross-country athlete as well, placing at states or qualifying for states the last 2 years. And he's going to face off with number 55 of Penn Cambria, Logan Price, their number 8 hitter, their first baseman, who watches a one-hopper to Isaiah Lieb for ball 1 of the count here in the top of the sixth as the Crushers lead Penn Cambria 5-4. Nate with a little bit of movement on that one, looked high to the batter, but it sinks down into the strike zone. So we have a 1-1 count here for our pitcher, Nate Denhard. And that one's going to be a little wide. Blue sends it a ball, so that's it. We have a 2-1 count here for Nate Denhard against number 55, Logan Price. He sends one. He gets a couple hopper over to Jonathan D'Elia over at third. A great stretch there by DJ Lewis. The two pair up to get a ground out there and put the Crushers with one out here. And that's going to bring number 30, the now pitcher, Callan Gaitis, to the plate as he faces off with our pitcher, Nate Denhard. Good work there on the infield by Crushers. JD handling it, getting it over, and DJ making the stretch. Another ground ball over to third. Jonathan sends it over. A little bit easier of a catch there for DJ, a little less movement. John sends the rocket over, and that's going to bring the Crushers 2 outs. Short pitches, short at bats so far here for Nate. Hopefully not jinxing that one again. And it looks like the Crushers have someone warming up here in the bullpen. Maybe number 7.
That would be Jonathan Gleason.
As Nate's pitch count gets up there a little bit.
He's been a steady reliever for the Crushers.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Penn Cambria also has someone up there. Even if I had my glasses on, there's no way.
I have my binoculars, but it's dark and I'm old.
Yeah. But we're still going to face off with Grant Gaitis, number 13, the right fielder of Penn Cambria. He has a 1-1 count. Looking at that last pitch now, 2 down, top of the 6th inning here as your Penn Cambria Panthers face off with our Bishop McCourt Crushers here on senior night. Another ball looking, 2-1 count, 2 down for number 13, Grant Gaitis. Nate sends one towards home. A third grounder towards third base. Jonathan gathers. That ball goes a little far, gets out of his way. DJ can't reach it. He sends it down to second. A good backup job by Mason Dugan as it goes past the freshman. And Penn Cambria is going to have a man at second. Ball went a little wild. Some of those Penn Cambria players almost got nicked there. Might want to find their way back into the dugout instead of sitting outside of it. But ball ultimately ends up back in the pitcher's hand.
Center fielder, Caden Gibbons.
With Penn Cambria man on second. Then Caden Gibbons getting intentionally walked once more. Crushers putting themselves in a situation where they're not facing the hitter that he's had their number tonight, but then at that same time, man on first and second is a little bit better of a situation for the Crushers for force outs as opposed to a man flying solo on the second base island by himself. So Nate Denhard now going to face off with the number 2 hitter who sends a grounder to third. JD gathers it. He sends that one over to first base. DJ stretches, and that's going to be a third out for the Crushers. So 4 grounders to third, 3 outs out of it, 1 error, but that's all right. The Crushers end that inning, top of the inning for the Penn Cambria Panthers, scoreless, sending us down into the bottom of the 6th. Crushers here on senior night up 5-4 on Penn Cambria.
Again, I want to do a shout out for this this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. The Bishop McCourt Fine Arts Department will be putting on the musical Cinderella in the Guzning Performing Arts Center. All shows are at 7 o'clock. Tickets can be purchased in the main office or at the door. It's a great time to come out and support the arts and see the amazing talent that we have at Bishop McCourt. Tickets, I believe, are $10 for adults, $6 for students. It'll be a great night to support the arts. So get in your carriage. Put on
your pumpkin.
Get your pumpkin carriage. Put on your glass slippers and come on out to the Guzzi Performing Arts Center. Again, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week.
You got
Cinderella.
You got 3 opportunities then to make it there, so definitely something exciting about that. And then another thing I want to mention, Mrs. Megan Gordon just reminded me of, as we've been talking about seniors, another exciting event coming up is when we do the senior walkthrough at the elementary schools. We'll have to schedule that here shortly. And
yes.
Our 12th grade seniors that are going to be sent off, we get an opportunity to bring them through the elementary schools and let the young pups see what they can become one day. And a lot of siblings in those groups, a lot of Crushers that are proud of where they came from, and they're proud to come from our elementary schools. So another senior activity we have coming that we're real excited about. Catcher Isaiah Lieb takes the first pitch looking as Coach Bradley finds his way back to the first base coach's box. Caden Gillis, I believe, still on the mound for Penn Cambria. Sends it in towards him. We have a one-hopper to shortstop. He backhands that, runs it out, but they're going to call the stretch in time. So that's 1 down for Penn Cambria.
That was a nice play.
Great contact, great movement, great running it out. Good backhand by shortstop and a good stretch by the first baseman.
Hey,
you got to give credit where credit's due. It's going to happen.
Speaking of elementary, I do want to mention that the elementary golf outing, the Crusher Classic, will be held on Friday, May 29th at 1 o'clock at Indian Lake. If anybody is interested, you can certainly call me for details.
It's a great day of golf. It's a great course. Nate Denhart sends a grounder back to the pitcher. He tosses over to first base. That's 2 down for the Crushers here in the bottom of the 6th. Leading Penn Cambria 5-4. If you like golf, outings, I think golf outings are a great way to get into golf. There's a lot less pressure in those kind of situations. It's more of a social experience, and it's a great way to support our elementary schools, our elementary athletics, our PTO, our teachers, our students. And it's just a really, really good time at a beautiful, beautiful course.
Yeah, it's at Northwinds, am I right?
Yep. That's number 18, freshman DJ Lewis, takes a look at the first pitch, which is going to be a strike by number 30, Caden Gillis of Penn Cambria. DJ is going to step back into the box as the Crushers lead 5-4 on senior night. Previously being down but finding their way back. DJ sends one into the crowd. Great reaction time there down the first baseline. A little bit scary. They've extended in the last couple years the netting here at the Point Stadium. Our friend Donnie Blasco and the city doing that for safety purposes, and they did a great job at it.
Tim,
it was a very, very important upgrade.
You don't find me anywhere but behind the net.
And DJ's going to send a one-hopper back there to the pitcher, Caden Gillis. He tosses it over to the first baseman. That's going to round us out here in the 6th inning, a scoreless inning by both teams, but the Crushers having a strong bottom of the 5th, scoring 3 runs to tack on onto their 2 from the 2nd inning, giving them a 5-4 lead here on senior night against Penn Cambria. As the home team, they could potentially close this game out here in the top of the 7th inning. Penn Cambria, a lot on the line, as we talked about. Crushers have solidified themselves a spot in the playoffs here for single AA baseball, I believe. We are AA baseball. We have opportunity to have a bye no matter what goes on here, so we'll take some time off to play. But Penn Cambria battling it out right now in 3A District 6 baseball to work their way into a playoff spot. They need this one, and if the Crushers can send their seniors out the right way, they might spoil Penn Cambria's party here. Our baseball expert here, Donnie Stanton, letting us know the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up for Penn Cambria, so a strong, meaty, hardy part of their lineup. But, the Crushers, as long as we can field soundly and we do the fundamental and the little things right, we can feel good. A little miscommunication here in the warm-up as catcher Isaiah Lieb sends one down, and no one covering the bag as we prep in. So hopefully we can get a little bit of a lock in here as we approach. Nate Denhard looking to go the distance here. Sophomore sticks number 11 as he faces off number 32, Corbin Vinglish of Penn Cambria. And he delivers one towards home. Blue calls that one a ball, so we have a 1-0 count here. Again, Crushers leading by 1 run here in the top of the 7th inning. A great opportunity. One looking there past Mr. Vinglish. That's a 1-1 count as Nate Denhard, the sophomore, faces him. McCourt keeping some activity going on in the bullpen. Grounder again, 5th grounder on the road to third base. Jonathan D'Elia gathers it, sends it over, sound throw to first base. Good movement, good stretch by DJ Lewis. And we're going to have one down here in the top of the 7th for the Crushers on senior night.
I also want to mention again on Thursday, we the Crusher girls softball team will be being in the first round of playoffs at Roxbury Park at 4:30. Hopefully, we don't know who it is. It's either Bishop Guilfoyle or Glendale. So we'll see who that is, and hopefully we will be streaming that game for you as well.
A lot of exciting stuff on the diamond here for the Crushers. And back to baseball, we have Nate Denhard still facing off number 8, Jace Davison, the coach's son here. He's the shortstop, the number 5 hitter. Plays a lot of positions as we face off, and he steps up to the bag. And that's going to be a ball gathered by Isaiah Lieb as the catcher behind the plate. 1-1 count here for the Crushers. 1 down, top of the 7th, leading Penn Cambria 5-4. Nate delivers another one towards the plate. Mason Dugan I got some question here. Mason should have secured that one. He bobbled it and dropped it. And then instead of getting it over to first base, we kind of hung out on it for a little bit.
Oh, wait, Coach Fowle's going out.
But we hung out on it for a little bit. Umpire signaled that it was safe to go. Runner advanced to first. And, we're going to have Coach Fowle trying to settle this one out with Blue. I believe he feels that Mason secured it, then let it go, but he secured the catch first, which would secure the out. He's going to make his case here against the infield umpire and see what he can do here. Tough situation. You don't see these ones turned over very often. Coach Fowle making sure that the Blue knows his perspective and his stance on it, and he's going to work his way back. Couple chirps from the Penn Cambria dugout over here at our manager, but he's going to work his way back to the dugout. Man on first, 1 out. That kind of gave Penn Cambria some energy here, but we'll see what we can do as catcher number 23, Aiden Himmer, steps up to the plate to face off with our starting pitcher, Nate Denhard, here in the top of the 7th. Nate has a nice ball with a little bit of movement there to find the first strike on the first pitch of the at-bat. Runner Jace Davison out at first base on a controversial play, but that brings us to a bat against Aiden Himmer. Good job gathering the ball there by Isaiah Lieb, the catcher, keeping it in front of him. That's going to bring a 1-1 count. Crushers up 5-4, top of the 7th. Crushers battling to claim one on senior night. Penn Cambria battling for a playoff spot. A little bit of movement there. Aiden Himmer sends one. Isaiah tries to make a play back there. Jace Davison on his way back to first base. A little wide, brings DJ off the bag. No play, but keeping him honest. So count's going to be 1-2 with 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Catcher Aiden Himmer at the plate. Hesitant, ground ball down the third base line towards Jonathan D'Elia. He gathers it, sends it over to first. DJ Lewis secures it. That's going to give us 2 outs. Catcher Himmer advances the runner to second. Obviously visibly frustrated. He wanted to get on base, but a good play there by the Crushers. Senior John D'Elia working over there with freshman DJ Lewis and pitcher Nate Denhard to send it to him. That's, I think, 7 or 8 of the last 10 batters that have sent a grounder to the third base line. Nate Denhard facing off Another grounder here to shortstop. Mason Dugan gathers. He sends it down first. That is secured by DJ Lewis. He gets the final out. Nate Denhard goes the distance on senior night. The seniors find him. They celebrate. Daylon Britt, who's out with injury, he's out there celebrating with his team. Crushers 5-4 on senior night. They bring down Penn Cambria's hopes at a playoff spot. But ultimately, like I said, Crushers take one home on senior night. You got to feel good for the seniors and the Crushers. They earned it, and they've earned this time off. Great coaching, great playing. End of the regular season for the Crushers.
Yes, just so everybody's aware, this coming Thursday, we will have softball playoffs at, weather permitting, at Roxbury Park at 4:30. They will either be playing Glendale or Bishop Guilfoyle. And then your Crushers will play next Thursday. It will also be a home game on the 21st. We will definitely be streaming that game as well, so keep tuned. Congratulations to our seniors. Tim, thanks for joining me. Hopefully you have a free day on Thursday and can go to the musical on Friday.
Hey, it was a good time. I'm going to check my phone for some reviews after this, get a little bit of feedback, see if I belong. I want to make sure I make the cut. I got to get the reviews.
Chris,
and, if I belong there, now we're not even getting the name right there. So
Tim, you definitely belong. I was looking at Digger down there.
Shout out to those coaches. They did a great job. And a shout out real quick to Donnie Stanton, our play-by-play announcer in the stadium. He does a great job. He's been doing this for years for us, and we're really lucky to have him doing that as we go through the regular season. So congratulations to the seniors on senior night.
All right. Thanks so much, and we will hopefully see you all, or you'll hear us all on Thursday.